Hey, hockey fans, it is time to take the ice. This is Manistique Emeralds Hockey on M123 FM. Tonight's live video play-by-play coverage is brought to you by Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Timber Products Company of Munising, Lady Killers Pest Control, Hidden Estates, Northern Star Chiropractic in Newberry, French Trucking, the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. Let's head to the ice. It's Manistique Emeralds Hockey on M123 FM. Good evening and welcome inside the Wexford County Civic Center. It is affectionately known as the Wex, and tonight the Manistique Emeralds coming into town as they take on the Cadillac Vikings. Should be a good matchup between these two teams. A lot of history. Of course, they met in back-to-back state finals tournaments at the house hockey level. A couple of epic confrontations in those. Some of the best hockey games some of us have still ever seen. And we will see the Emeralds and their road blacks come out onto the ice here as we are minutes away from the puck drop in this one. It is the Newberry Motors pregame show just down the road from High Prices. Start the new year in a new vehicle with Newberry Motors, M123 in Newberry. The toughest stretch of adversity for the Emeralds since the opening week of the season. They've lost back-to-back games for the first time since that 0-2 start against Kingsford and against Hancock. After a tough, heartbreaking loss in overtime last weekend against Escanaba, the Emeralds were stunned in Houghton the other night, beaten 3-2 by the Jeffers Jets in a rematch from last Friday night, where we shut out the Jeffers Jets. John Nutkin's trying to right the ship here and see if he can get the Emeralds back on the winning track as they are below the bridge, not only tonight, but they'll be in Manistee tomorrow for a 3 o'clock start time. And we thank you for joining us here tonight. Want to thank our sponsors here on the Newberry Motors pregame show. Coverage tonight also brought to you by Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, French Trucking, Lady Killers Pest Control, Timber Products Company of Munising, Hidden Estates, Zephyr Fuel in Manistique, Northern Star Chiropractic, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. We will step aside, be back with the puck drop in tonight's contest with M123 FM.
The Timber Products Company, a leader in diversified wood products, is dedicated to their workforce. The knowledge and experience of their employees has enabled them to grow and expand within their industry, and they're looking to hire at their Munising plant. If you're looking for a new career with a dedicated team who values the employee, check out the careers section at timberproducts.com. Timber Products Company is an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Stoynoff, and I want to welcome you to the Northern Star Chiropractic in Newberry. As the area's leading chiropractor with nearly 2 decades of experience, I'll get you straightened out and back in the game in no time at all. Nobody has a passion for your care like Northern Star Chiropractic. Come see and feel what we can do for you today. 906-291-2300, Northern Star Chiropractic, downtown Newberry.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Are bed bugs getting the best of you? Are creepy, crawly insects taking over your home, cabin, or business? Well, have no fear. The Lady Killers are here. Vicky and Ange are the Lady Killers, the local experts in pest control. Along with their one-of-a-kind certified dog inspection service, they offer triple threat protection against your home or business. Find them on Facebook or visit ladykillerspestcontrol.com.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hitting the road to cheer on the Emeralds? Make Zephyr Fuel in Manistique your one-stop shop with gas, goodies, groceries, and more. For convenience, low prices, and great selections, shop your local family-owned Zephyr Fuel on Chippewa Avenue in Manistique. Back here in Cadillac, getting ready to go. Varsity hockey action. It's the Vikings hosting the Emeralds. Glad to have you along tonight. M123 FM, my Manistique. Coming off a 2-game losing streak after going unbeaten in 9 in a row. We'll see what the Emeralds have in store here on the road against the Cadillac Vikings. Keys to the game tonight for Newberry Motors on the Emerald side of things. They have to get off to that good start. When they come out fired up, focused, and ready to go, they downright can dominate teams right from the start of play. And they want to play their game. The past couple of games, they've gotten off to sluggish starts. They've let the opponents dictate how the game's going to go, and they've had to play catch-up from behind. Also, they've got to watch the penalties. With the 2-game losing streak, the penalties have definitely been up on the Emerald side of things. Walther going to be out with Dietzman. And Audie Hinkson, Carson Hinkson, Zach Burton on the defense. We are underway, and it starts with a quick whistle. Walther trying to break through that face-off formation. That's something the Emeralds try to do to create opportunities off the draw. One back here, and Carson Hinkson will play it to the near side. Walther doubled up, immediately had it poked away. Both teams had it hard early here in the neutral zone. Move down in the corner behind the senior, a good one, Dakota Vale for the Vikings. Centered in front, Dietzman couldn't get a stick on it, and here comes Cadillac. They'll gain the offensive end. Try to skip it back. Audie backhands it out of the zone. And that one flipped up into the bench. John Nutkins applauding the effort there on the opening shift of the contest. Face off here from our great location. We are right above the ice in the middle of the Wex. Big thank you to the team here on site. Also Cadillac Athletic Director Fred Bryant, an old friend of ours, with the setup here in Cadillac tonight. Puck dumped in for the Vikings. Back-to-back epic showdowns in house hockey. Nobody will forget Zach Burton in the triple overtime game years ago, when they had a rematch the following year at the JV Maha level. First showdown at the varsity ranks, renewing an old house hockey rivalry here in this one. Shot deflected from the point. Bounces down in front. Chance for the Vikings, turned away. They'll come back up near side. And an offside whistle. Skeens trying to come hard into the zone. Draw will come neutral or offensive end. Right side offensive draw. Miller taking the face off. Levine in the corner. Here's Carter Levine. Gets bodied. Found Miller. Backhand try. Kicked away. Vikings will look to play it out here. And they do. And they've got numbers as they come up the near side. Good pinch by the Emeralds. Forcing a dump and a change. Center ice try here. Shot fired in. Save. Rebound Walter. Denied away. Deep numbers for this Cadillac squad and a whistle. No glass or nettings up in front of the benches. A lot of plays on this near side are going to get whistled here in this one tonight. Another right side offensive end draw. Vikings win it back. They'll play it along their own boards. They clear it into the offensive end. Icing waved off. Hinkson plays it over to Raholly. Maddie up the far side. Poked away by Dietzman. Little family affair for the Rahollys. Breakout here. Walter in. Shot. Score! Hinkson swings it to Raholly. His breakout up the middle. Finds Walter in stride. You wanted a good start, you got it. Emeralds take the 1-0 lead with 14:30 to go here in the first. On a wrist shot from Blake Walter. Was saying as Raholly sent that outlet pass. Family affair for them tonight. Matthew's cousin Thomas, a part of the Cadillac Vikings roster. Got to catch up with our good buddy Adam Raholly down here in Cadillac, the original hockey voice on M123 FM. Cleared all the way out off the stick as Bert, the captain, tried to hold it. He'll come all the way in, sweeps around in front of Noble to Carlson. Looking for good team hockey from the Emeralds. We had a little rallying of the troops meeting pregame with Coach John Nutkins. A parent meeting and a player-only meeting. And now a penalty. Brody Garapi is going to come in and take a seat right below us. Brody knows a thing or two about Lady Killers Pest Control. His mom, Vicky, and her partner, Ange, the dynamic duo. Spiders, ants, bees, bugs, you name it. Creepy crawly critters invading your home. Call the Lady Killers. Find out more online. LadyKillersPestControl.com or find them on Facebook. Garapi gets the penalty. It is a Lady Killers Pest Control penalty kill for the Emeralds. Don't have the penalty timer up, but it's 13.5 to go here in the period. Emeralds leading it 1-0 on a goal from Blake Walter. Came 2.5 minutes into the contest. Capacity crowd on the far side in the stands, you can see. Good crowd from the UP making the trip down. Opening near minute gone in this penalty kill for the Emeralds. Cadillacs barely had it in the zone. They'll fire one wide to Noble. Come back out to the point held by the Vikings. They try to work it around, but it's broken up and cleared on the near side. Cadillac sends a change as the puck's in behind their net. Good pressure from Dietzman. Broken up and sent back in by Austin Hinkson. 12:35 to go. opening period of play. We'll skate it out. Weave it back in. Poked away. Dietzman goes down, or else he might have had a chance there. Puck skipped across. Stolen. Raholly jumps it. Maddie makes his move. Shot off the defender. Got it back. Slides it in front. Nothing doing there. Slap shot from the point. Short-handed try. Covered up by Vale.
Congratulations to our special fans watching tonight's games from the VIP seat. VIP seat generously donated by Van Dream Impressions and Wexford Source.
Draw here will be the left-hand side. Garapi waiting for the final seconds of his penalty to expire. Couple of good looks short-handed here for the Emeralds. And the New Road Blacks taken away. Here's a chance for the Vikings. They'll go left side circle, carried in by Schmidtadeel. That one kicked to the corner. Skipped, one-timer, good look. Sails high and wide. Garapi is out of the box. Penalty kill successful for the Emeralds. They lead it 1-0. Off the back wall, hits Noble in the mask. Wraparound try, and they got it. Score for the Vikings with 11:27 to go. They put one off of Noble's mask and then wrap it around and score. It's Henry Schmidtadeel, the junior. Check that, the senior. He has even the game up at 1 for the Vikings.
Cadillac goal scored by number 7, Henry Schmidtadeel, unassisted.
We're right above the benches. Can hear John Nutkins telling his guys, come on, boys. That's okay. Let's go. The focus now has to be getting it back. Tip here into the zone. Wrapped around here. Looked like Hinkson with the long pass off the boards. Skeens takes it away. Wanted Miller in the middle. Good job by the Vikings. Force that back to the corner. One-timer, Burton. Big blast. Stolen away, Dietzman. Dietzman, 1-on-3. Didn't get all of that. Shot was bodied off of it. Walter to the corner. He's got the early goal for the Emeralds. 10:35 to play in the first. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Walter off a skate. Hinkson with a shot. Audie comes back topside. Garapi lets it fly. It doesn't get through. Nice block shot there. Sitting puck. Moved back to the point. Raholly, another block shot. Spin. That one kicks the skate and out of the zone. Tough defense by the Vikings now as we hit the 10-minute to go mark here in period number 1. Both teams have been very strong holding possession when they get into the offensive end. Back topside, Carson Hinkson shot. It hits traffic in front. Allen took the brunt of the fire for the Emeralds. Over to the corner, Carson Hinkson broke it up, got it back. Backhand pass to the middle. They were looking for that slot area. And that's all the way down. The wave off the icing. Raholly turns him around. Skips it up to Gavin Nutkins. 16-on-16. Nutkins keeps his footing. Intensity and energy there for the Emeralds. A 1-1 start here in this one. They've lost 4 games. 2 in the first week of the season and 2 over the last week. Trying to get back to winning hockey. Referee takes one right in the spine. Skeens came in with Levine and Miller on a 3-on-1. Vikings break it up. Two well-coached, fundamentally solid teams as well. Sent in there, Bale brushes it away. Bouncer. And, of course, the Wex here in Cadillac, home of a state championship win for the State Savings Bank team a couple of years ago. Many of the players on this Emeralds varsity team, Noble, Austin Hinkson, Carter Miller, Carson Hinkson, almost all of them were a part of that championship win. Gavin Nutkins. Draw here to the left side. Love the positive attitude for the Emeralds on the bench. They're firing each other up, encouraging each other as that one, Rahali puts it off the rafters. Dead puck in the neutral zone. This year's juniors, sophomores that played on that 14U team that won the title here at the Wex over Gladwin. Stolen. Walther. Dietzman lost his footing, falls across the blue line, and an offsides whistle. Neutral zone draw right down below us here. Blake Walther scored 2.5 minutes in. Cadillac came back to tie it up. Now we've been scoreless for the last 3 or 4 minutes. That one dumped in. Broken up. Played around to Walther. Blake will circle around. He'll try to lead it out. A bouncer in front of Dietzman. One of the fastest guys on the ice. Dietzman never stops moving. Vikings turn it around though. Rahali to Hinkson. They'll swing it over here. Nice puck movement. Audie somewhere in there. There he is. Lost it right below us. Dumped in. Nutkins on the chase with Allen. He'll be joined by Carlson. Burton comes out with Carson Hinkson on the defensive unit. 6:52 to go. 1-1 your score. Hard play off the boards. Vikings time it perfect into the zone. Centered in front. Bouncing puck. Noble tries to take a poke at it. Gabe Outman creating a good chance there. Wrap around, no. One-timer on the backside, no. Flipped out of the zone. Nutkins puts the forecheck pressure on here. All the way down and behind Schemes, trying to make a play. A lot of grit shown by the Emeralds early. These two teams have been as dead even over the years as you could possibly be, from house hockey all the way up to the high school ranks. Rattled in down behind. Centering pass, Schemes in the face-off circle. Knocked off the puck and leaves it for Miller. Schemes trying to get back for a change as Miller gets sat down. Come back in. Scrum in the face-off circle. Whistle. Who's going here? An interference call. And I believe that's going to be on the Vikings. Yep. Interference the call. First chance on the Timber Products Company power play. Start the year in a brand new career. Great opportunities available now with Timber Products Company in Munising. Rahali on the power play, sends it in. Power play has been a struggle for the Emeralds. Shot lifted just over the top by Connor Carlson. Carlson, Nutkins, Allen with Raholly and Carson Hinkson. No, check that. Carter Miller shot from the left circle is good. And the Emeralds take the lead back. Timber Products Company power play goal for Stephen Allen. Back and forth first period. Tips in favor of the Emeralds.
Assisted by number 14, Connor Carlson, and number 16,
Carlson and Nutkins with the assist. Quick power play goal. Emeralds take the 2-1 lead. See if the Vikings can answer again. Drop back here, Audie. Taken down, Raholly holds the zone. Maddie moves it forward, down and behind. Carter Miller in there. Buck comes back out, Raholly. Looks for Garapi. Skips it across to Brody. Brody sidewalls it to Walter. Walter in the middle. Hinkson kicks it to Dietzman. Loose puck gathered and dumped in by the Vikings. 2-1 with 4:14 to go here in the first. Levine shot blocked. Little deflection with the stick. Carson Hinkson turns it around. Carson, part of that championship group down here. Puck played out. Bouncer. Back to the defensive blue line. Emeralds rattle it off the wall. Then played back in. Ryan McEvers, who was called up midway through the year with a couple of injuries, has stuck with the varsity, splitting time, JV and varsity. McEvers might end up playing more total games than anybody this season. Carlson, backhand, broken up. Wanted to go to Allen on the opposite post. 3 minutes to go. Orchek creates a turnover. Nutkins, though, lost it. Back out to the blue line. Sent back in by McEvers. Allen backhand. Bale dives. Out of position. Shot blocked. Cadillac blocking a lot of shots with the body here in the first. McEvers moves it along to the corner. Sent in front. Good look for Nutkins. A dive breaks it up by the Vikings. That's going to be an icing the other way. Just misses Noble. Whistle with 2:32 to go. Opening period. 2-1 your score. Stands are packed. The 3 or 4 deep in the standing room area. Going around the horn. Puck to the corner. Garapi behind, and it's a penalty. Garapi got held up on the hook, and the Vikings will send another one to the box. And a chance late in the period here for the Emeralds to add to this 2-1 lead. They're back on the Timber Products Company power play. One for one. Two minutes for hooking. Walter is going to play back here with Carson Hinkson, Austin Hinkson, Carter Dietzman, and I believe Connor Carlson. No, Garapi up front as the power play line gets a little shake up. Skipped across. Here's Walter, a goal early in the first period. Puck gets to Hinkson, topside, redirect. Bounces just wide. Garapi slides it along for Walter. All the way back down. Good clear out by the Vikings. Noble leaves it for Carson. Minute and a half on the penalty. Carson trying to go end to end, got held up in traffic down in front of that Cadillac bench. Garapi fires a rocket across. Here's Audie. He'll make his move in. Takes the pass back, keeps it forward. He'll wrap in behind. Austin Hinkson freed himself of pressure. Back to the point, Carson Hinkson. Hinkson steps in, fires a shot. Traffic in front of Vale. Shot no good. Carson brings it back in. Drops it to Nutkins. Poked away. Vikings come up with it. They'll move it out. Blue line fired in. 40 seconds left as we hit a minute to go in the period. Timber Products power play. Looking to score again. Backhand, Vale, kick save. Comes back out. Drop back, top of the left circle. Shot, deflection. Comes to the corner. Set in front, off a Vale stick. Backhand, might have been blocked. Allen and Rahali tangled up in a whistle. Are they going to call the contact in the corner on Cadillac? No. Whistle must have been covered up or caught. 14 seconds on the power play. 33 seconds in the period. Emeralds lead it 2-1. Big face off here. Tangled up. Who's going to come up with it? Cadillac tried to play it out. They get some room. Heck, they got a 2-on-1. Shot. Noble. Save. Flipped up off the mask. Even strength. Now the Emeralds just try to survive the rest of the period. Cadillac dumps it in. They'll play for the locker room. First period complete here at the Wex. Back and forth, but the Emeralds get the better of it. They lead the score 2-1 through 2 periods of play. First intermission. Want to thank our sponsors, Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, French Trucking, Lady Killers Pest Control, Timber Products Company Immunising, Hidden Estates, Zephyr Fuel and Manistique, Northern Star Chiropractic, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Pickleman's Total One Stop at Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. First intermission report from Hidden Estates is coming up. It's on 123 FM and my minute.
Just like our area sports programs, the team at French Trucking knows a thing or two about going the extra mile to get the job done. French Trucking in Newberry has been a longtime supporter of local kids and the community, cheering them on every step of the journey. They know that championship teams need a championship effort, so French Trucking reminds you that when things get tough, just keep on trucking. From our team to yours, French Trucking wishes area athletes a safe and successful season, and best of luck to the area teams taking the ice. French Trucking, Newberry, Michigan.
While the team at Hidden Estates in Manistique continues to provide one-of-a-kind care for your loved ones, they also support the community we call home. Hidden Estates is a proud supporter of youth organizations and activities in our area. Longtime supporter and partner of Manistique Hockey, Hidden Estates wishes all of the teams and players best of luck this season. For more information on Hidden Estates and the services they can offer your loved ones, check out their Facebook page or call 906-341-3003.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Back here in Cadillac at the Wexford Civic Center, your Hidden Estates intermission report. Emerald scored 2.5 minutes into the game, a power play goal from Blake Walther. That was assisted by Matthew Rahali. After Cadillac tied it up with just over 10.5 to play, Emeralds came back midway through the period as they get a goal from Stephen Allen. Connor Carlson, Gavin Nutkins, the setup there. Shots on goal heavily in favor of the Emeralds, who dominated the possession, outshooting the Vikings 11-3. We're back at it tomorrow. We'll be over in Manistique at the West Shore Civic Center. Take on Manistique in that one. Hope you can join us 3 o'clock as the puck drop in that contest. Once again, goals from Blake Walther. Connor Carl and Stephen Allen have the Emeralds on top. They lead it 2-1. We step aside now for this week in high school sports.
Winter finals will be here before you know it, and there's still a need for registered officials. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Welcome to 2023 as we pick up our winter sports season already in progress. While it seems like the fall season just wrapped up, winter championships will be here soon. So let's get you caught up on the whens and wheres for each of our sports. First is the Upper Peninsula Swimming and Diving Finals for both boys and girls on February 18th. And then it's on to Team Wrestling Finals on February 24th and 25th in Kalamazoo. And that's followed by Boys and Girls Skiing Finals February 27th. March is when the schedule really heats up. The competitive cheer finals will be March 2nd and 3rd this year, and those will be held at the McGurk Arena in Mount Pleasant. Girls and boys bowling finals will be held March 3rd and 4th, the same weekend as individual wrestling finals at Ford Field. Ice hockey drops the puck March 9th through 11th for semifinals and finals at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth. Gymnastics finals are that weekend as well. Those will be held at Lakeland High School. And the Lower Peninsula Boys Swimming and Diving finals are also March 10th and 11th. Girls basketball invades the Breslin Center on March 16th for the start of 3 days of semifinals and finals action. Champions will be crowned on Saturday, March 18th. And then the boys move in the next weekend. Semifinal play starts March 23rd, and all 4 finals will be Saturday, March 25th. Both boys and girls basketball finals will be carried live on Bally Sports Detroit. For schedules, pairings, brackets, tickets, and streaming information, the best place to go is to the newly redesigned MHSAA.com. Everything that you need for our winter finals can be found there. Game balls this week go to Belding junior wrestler Jack Ward. He notched career win number 100 over the break, joining his older brother Mitchell and his dad/coach Art as 100-match winners at Belding. To Bedford's Victoria Gray, she scored 25 points in a 9-point win over South Lyon East in the Airport Showcase. Bedford is off to a 7-0 start this year in girls basketball. And to Montebello senior J.T. Smith. He went over the 1,000 career points mark in a win over St. Charles.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
If you've seen the movie Hoosiers, you know that a basketball rim is 10 feet above the ground. That's the same if you're in the gym at Beaver Island High School or at Little Caesars Arena. But what are the other court dimensions? To start, courts are typically 84 feet long, but can be up to 94 feet long. They're also 50 feet wide. The free throw line is 15 feet from the face of the backboard, and the high school three-point line is 19 feet 9 inches from the basket. Each hoop is a circle, 18 inches in diameter. The boys play with a basketball 29.5 inches in circumference. The girls play with one at 28.5 inches in circumference. And believe it or not, 2 girl balls will go through a standard rim at the same time.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. Sticking with officiating, since 2020, the number of registered officials in Michigan has fallen from more than 9,000 to less than 8,000. It's a dip that puts extra strain on our current officials. But for the fall 2022 season, the number of registered officials is more in line with where we were pre-pandemic, and things seem to be slowly trending up. The MHSAA has increased pay for postseason games and provided membership in the National Association of Sports Officials. Membership gives officials expanded insurance coverages, access to professional services and development, and a subscription to an MHSAA-focused referee magazine. But there's still a need for more. If you are interested, go to MHSAA.com and click on Officials for more information. Because without officials, it's just practice. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
Back here inside the Wexford County Civic Center, Dan Hardeman, glad to have you along. M123 FM and my Manistique Emeralds leading Cadillac 2-1 at the end of the first period. The digital content creators that have brought you the Newberry News, M123 FM, and the EUP Sports Network, proud to announce our newest network up and running now. It's My Manistique. Manistique's new source for local news, sports, weather, community info, events, and so much more. If it matters to Manistique, it matters to us. You can find out more by visiting the Facebook page. Just search MI Manistique. You can also head to the website, mimanistique.com. It's My Manistique, our newest network from the digital content creators at the Newberry News and M123 FM. Getting you ready for the third period of play. The Emeralds lead the Vikings 2-1 with M123 FM and My Manistique.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose, LLC.
Just like our area sports programs, the team at French Trucking knows a thing or two about going the extra mile to get the job done. French Trucking in Newberry has been a longtime supporter of local kids and the community, cheering them on every step of the journey. They know that championship teams need a championship effort, so French Trucking reminds you that when things get tough, just keep on trucking. From our team to yours, French Trucking wishes area athletes a safe and successful season, and best of luck to the area teams taking the ice. French Trucking, Newberry, Michigan.
While the team at Hidden Estates in Manistique continues to provide one-of-a-kind care for your loved ones, they also support the community we call home. Hidden Estates is a proud supporter of youth organizations and activities in our area. Longtime supporter and partner of Manistique Hockey, Hidden Estates wishes all of the teams and players best of luck this season. For more information on Hidden Estates and the services they can offer your loved ones, check out their Facebook page or call 906-341-3003.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias, we put ports in, we remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Welcome back inside the Wex, ready to go. It's second period of action. Opening draw there, 2-1 your score through one period of play. Emeralds in a back and forth battle with Cadillac here. Big thank you to Hidden Estates for the intermission report. Hoping to bring back our Hidden Estates Player Profile Series here in the second half of the season. Been a little hard with the holiday break and some of these long road trips to get players prior to the game, but we are going to bring back that popular Hidden Estates Player Profile Series later in the season. Period starts with a big hit from Cameron Skeens. 16-23. 2-1 your score. Emeralds first period, 1 for 2 on the power play. Killed off their only penalty kill. They are shooting right to left here in this second period. Face-off 1. Played back and around. Raholly flies to it and holds. Bounces it off the boards. Inside, just wide by Nutkins. Skipped back here. Emeralds trying to regroup. That one again up. Not a very tall ceiling here at the Wex. Those long lob passes that players like, rattling off the rafters. We'll have a little bit of an extended intermission break between the second and third. We'll do Chuck a Puck in a 50-50, another special giveaway I think I saw out on the table tonight. Emeralds scored early, gave one up, retook the lead late in the first. Looking for momentum. Both sides are early on here in the second. Icing there comes with 15:35 to go here in the period. Face off here. Back to the point. Vikings try to send it in. They'll go to the corner from Caleb McKinley. Taken right away by the Emeralds, who outshot Cadillac 11-3 in that first period. A lot of whistles early on here in this one. Comes back down to the offensive end for the Vikings. They win it back right off the draw. Save. Noble saves another one. Lays out for a third rebound, and it's cleared. 5 shots on goal now for the Vikings. 4 of them have come on 2 separate trips down the ice. A shot there and a rebound save for Noble. Earlier he made a save. Rebound was wrapped around and scored by the Vikings. Puck swept here to the corner. Down goes McEvers. Centered in front, but it hits a stick. Goes in behind Noble. Here's Austin Hinkson. He loses the handle. Neither team can really find their rhythm here in the first few minutes of period number 2. Audie with it. Held up to get everybody on side as Miller coming through the high slot, but Hinkson pinned in the boards. Reinforcements on the way. Hinkson and Rahalli change it up defensively. Here's Miller. Makes his move. They're right below us. Puck dumped back in. Noble sticks it out of the area of the goal. Nutkins backhand to the corner. Or Skeens rather. Skeens working with Levine and Miller. Comes back to Rahalli. Maddie. He'll backhand it right back to the corner. Carter Levine sends it in front for Miller. A lot of traffic and the Vikings break it up. Miller looks to the point. Redirected. It's a turnover and the Vikings bring it out. Cadillac comes across. Shot there into the chest of Noble. No problem with the save on the shot from Jackson Hill. Tommy Rahalli for the Vikings. Played that one back. Huge hit behind the net and a whistle coming. They're going to call interference. Puck was moved to the corner. Cadillac trying to argue their case. Referee says nice try, laughs him to the box. It'll be a Timber Products Company power play.
This puts the Vikings at a city last shot. Here we go.
So back on the Timber Products Company power play goal. Power play, hopefully a power play goal coming. Third attempt with the man advantage, 1 for 2 tonight, are the Emeralds. Rahalli and Hinkson on the back end. They'll move it to Allen. Slap shot, Carson missed. Redirect comes to Nutkins. He goes down. Nutkins up front with Carlson. He's also working with Stephen Allen. Allen backhand in front. Rahalli got turned around. Bouncing puck in front of Vale. Comes back out to Maddie. Good movement. Nutkins a bullet. 10,000 miles an hour off the mark. Shot, save, rebound, score! Second power play goal of the game. Matty Rahalli in front, swipes it home. He's got a goal and an assist. Emeralds make it 3-1. As my broadcast partner, Zach Klickner, joins me up in the booth. He took the long way here via Big Rapids.
Yeah, it was a little roundabout, but we made her, Dan.
Emeralds, after scoring early and then giving one up midway through the first, have scored back-to-back goals via the power play. That was an area of concern in this 2-game losing streak, Zach, but the man advantage clicking here tonight.
Yeah, our defense kind of struggled, I thought, last game. But our special teams, like you said, that's been a question mark to a large portion of this year. And I'm glad to see Coach Nutkins getting that special teams going today.
Little shake up, too, on their second line in the power play. After a 9-game unbeaten streak, a lot of your mistakes you can get away with, but the 2-game losing streak now has raised eyebrows for everybody. Garapi sends one in, past Dakota Vale. Big shot advantage in this one, too. It was 11-3 after one, and it hasn't gotten any better for the Vikings. They'll skate the zone. Top shelf. That's how they got the first one, off a rebound, high on Noble. Starting to see good team hockey again. Too much one-on-one was another thing. The coaches, everybody kind of was trying to look to make the big play. I don't know what's said in the players-only meeting today with the coaches, but the fire has been lit here back below the bridge. Breakout try. They'll go for Audie. He'll come off. They want the change. Levine, Miller. Skeens will come out. Rahali Hinkson almost caught, but it's an offsides on the back end. Who, buddy?
What a mental mistake that was, Dan. Six inches away from being a legal play and possibly a one-on-one opportunity with him and Alex.
They move it all the way back to the offensive end here. Miller to take the draw. Off a body, got it back, and Bale will cover it up as Skeens was hovering in the area.
Another reminder to get your 50-50 tickets and Chucky Pucks for the Varsity Boosters table in the lobby.
No changes for the Emeralds. Skeens, Miller, Levine with Rahali and Hinkson on the blue line. 3-1 as we come up on 10:20 to play. Carson Hinkson rattles it around. Vikings got tangled up. Rahali held it. Nice play at the blue line by Maddie. Sends another one in. One thing Coach Nutkins wanted more of in the first period was a better forecheck. They're putting the heat on here now. Miller comes back to Carson Hinkson. Carson surveys the scene, makes a move left side, cuts to the middle. Too much traffic and a takeaway. Sweep it back in. Big hit. Guess who? Miller. Now we'll come end to end with it. Shot ice level, just wide. That one tipped back as Burton will race for it. Chipped in. It's a 3-on-none. Oh, Nutkins couldn't get the stick on it. Nobody can believe it. Steve Hankson's hands are covering his face. John Nutkins almost fell off his pedestal.
Do you feel a breeze in here, Dan?
Oh, man.
Oh,
that's two. He had one just like that on a 2-on-1 earlier.
That's equivalent to that guy that's 15 yards behind coverage in football and drops it. It just, it's one of the hardest catches to make in football, and that's probably one of the hardest shots to make in hockey.
They played the 3-on-none perfect. Gavin Nutkins is going to be up all night thinking about that one. 9:06 to go. Good sign for the Yoopers. Maybe we can get one here. 3-1 your score midway through the second. This looks like the team that we've been seeing most of the season, and not whatever that was we brought to Houghton the other night.
This is the team that took Mona Shores to overtime, shootout, whatever you want to call it.
Save. played out here. Our breakouts have been excellent tonight too. Allen, one-on-one, cleared back, dumped in. Change here. Nutkins, Hinkson, Walter with the first goal of the game returns, and we are flirting with disaster, Mr. Glickner, on the line changes here.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a slower change. Not sure if there's a little bit confusion on the bench, but...
Well, you got a guy with one arm working the door. I'll give that young man credit. A.J. Berger has not missed a practice or a game, even though he's been hurt. Ben Raholly, assistant coach, not on the trip. Youth hockey regional weekend up in Munising. 14U team is in the UPs. 10U and 12U playing tonight. Hopefully their weekends will be done.
All in Munising?
All in Munising. 14U was scheduled to play Ironwood. They backed out of the district tournament this morning. Been a rough season for that group. So the 14U actually playing Negaunee right now in a scrimmage because Negaunee is already in.
Well, as long as they're getting ice time.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing at that level.
Shot, save, no.
Oh.
Vail, the juggling act. I was talking earlier on the pregame and early in the first period about the great matchups from years past at the house hockey level. Those back-to-back championship games where we each won a title. Vail was the goalie way back then, once upon a time.
For a lot of years there, it was 1 point, one way or the other.
It was a 3-year run where it was a triple overtime. It was a 2-1 loss for us in a championship game. They played in the regular season, and it was a 1-1 and a 0-0 tie. So, yeah, it was like an 8 or 10 game stretch where we played Cadillac in different tournaments or regular season games. We saw 2 ties, a triple overtime, and a couple of 1-goal decisions. Nice move into the zone. Noble tried to pop it up to himself. He gets collided into. Noble rolling over. He's been banged up, and you hope that didn't get the shoulder.
He's grabbing at that shoulder.
Yep. There's no backup dressed. They're going to call the penalty.
Going to call an interference on Nutkins.
Steve Hinkson going to come out as Noble is still on a knee. It's going to be interference on Nutkins, trying to protect the goaltender. Be a Lady Killers pest control penalty kill. Both backups are with the JVs tonight.
Oh, we do not have a backup tonight.
JVs, of course, they just dropped the puck within the last half an hour. They're over in Alpena for a tournament this weekend.
How fast can you get here, Johnny? Looks like Noble is favoring that shoulder.
You're right. He grabbed right for it. We hope we're wrong. Steve Hinkson gives the thumbs up as he shimmies back across.
I don't know if he got ran into or kicked with a skate.
I think it was a skate. Skated into it. And he's diving opposite of the traffic. So his momentum's coming out of the net towards us, while 10 sets of legs are flying in the opposite direction at him. He's going to gut it out, as he always does. He chopped the kid's legs and arms off, and he'd still find a way to play goalie.
Yeah, he's a tough, gritty kid. He ain't going to come out. We've seen how bad he was hurt last year in that play-in game, and he wouldn't come out. So it just goes to show you how tough this young man is.
Ben Rahali just texted me. Johnny Van Dyke believed that he has a torn ACL, which is why he's not here with us. Down for the year.
Oh, boy. Never anything you want to hear about an athlete of any age.
Nope. And I've seen a lot of them already between hockey and basketball and football.
ACL tear, though, that was something that, doctors used to look at as career ending.
Yep.
And
now you're back within
a
year if you do it right.
Yeah, 11, 12-month timetable. So if that is the case for Johnny, I mean, lots of luck. Listen to the doctors.
5:15 to go, and it'll be big if they can kill off this penalty. And then your second job is get to the locker room and give Alex a little bit of a breather. Penalty is expired. No, Nutkins is there. I looked at the clock. Shot wide. Comes to the backside, bullet wide. They're playing the ricochet game, trying to get something back in front with Noble turned around, which is how their first one came. They flipped it off his mask. Rebound was wrapped around and scored. Nutkins waiting to be released. Matter of seconds and he's out. And he comes right to the puck. Walter ping pongs in there. Lady Killers Pest Control penalty kill, 2 for 2. As the special teams unit continues to get it done tonight, 2 for 3 on the power play. And that is the difference in a 3-1 game. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Carlson working with Nutkins. Connor broke up. Nutkins works it over to Carlson. He wanted somebody in front. One-timer from the point, Burton. And number 6 for Cadillac.
Bjorn Tracy.
I think that's his 10th block shot of the game. I'm not kidding you. The kid's been in front of everything. He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Bjorn, the junior forward.
$11 shots in the first period for the Emeralds, but Cadillac probably blocked 6 or 7 shots in the first, or it could have been a lot worse.
Look at that hustle play, Dan.
Skeens has been flying. Skips it across. Levine over. Empty netter. Miller. Good.
I tell you what, Dan. That goal is a testament to hustle. Cadillac was playing it for a lost cause down into the corner. Cameron seen it. Nice hustle play into the corner to get the centering pass back.
Levine a little tip to Miller. That line just keeps getting better every game. They both get credited with an assist, as they should. 2:44 to go in the second. And the Emeralds are opening up a lead.
Just puck movement so far tonight, Dan. Just crisp passing.
Yep. Centered back. Loose puck here. Walter. Broken up. Good job, Levine. Plays it back. He's got Rahali. Maddie moves it over to Brody. Back to the blue line in Garapi. Skips it to Walter. Audie dodges a hit. Maddie right below us. Sends it in for the change. Hinkson and Burton will come out on the blue line. Allen, Dietzman, Hinkson up front. Up the middle for Carson Hinkson. Carson kicks it to himself. Backhand. Bale save. Rebound. It's in. There's the signal, and Carson Hinkson hammers home his own rebound. Add another one for Carson Hinkson. 3 in the period. With 1:13 to go, the Emeralds look like they've gotten their groove back.
Again, Dan, nice little hustle play there by Carson. He kind of got a poke check there, stayed with it.
Oh, AJ with the assist. He's laughing about it on the bench. Shot fired in. Final minute of the second period. 3 here and 4 straight going back to the middle of the first for the Emeralds, who outplayed Escanaba, but somehow walked out of the building without a win and an overtime loss. And that, I think, kind of took the wind out of the sails as we went across the UP to Houghton and just did not look anywhere near ourselves against Jeffers the other night.
I didn't think so.
First time trying to bounce back from a loss since the opening week of the season. You lose a late one against your hated rival. That's tough to come back from.
And you know what's harder to bounce back from than a loss, Dan? 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing it.
Yeah, it was whatever they talked about. You've been a part of those where you lock everybody out of the room and you hash out your differences.
You know, it's funny you say that. I had a good talk with Johnny on the way down tonight about a conversation that was had with a football team a couple of years ago. 1-3, COVID year actually, and bleak outlook. And a certain talk that was had in the locker room, and it is exactly like you said, getting the wheels back on the cart. Coach Nutkins, he's been coaching hockey a long time. If there's anybody that could have done it, it's this coaching staff here.
Emeralds would love to get one here late, but now just play it out of the zone. 8 seconds to go. Rahali will circle around, skate it out. And a good period. One of the better periods. Maybe all season.
Yeah, probably. I'd like to hear the shot count after this one, man.
It said 5-1 in the period. That can't be right. That's the score. Yep. All right.
Wow.
So 10-9 in the period.
Outshot by one shot, but I'll take the goals, Dan.
20-13 overall in the game. And like you said, you'll take the goals.
I'm not no mathematician. I went to Newberry. Coach Dake was my math teacher. But I'll take the percentage.
That's right. So 20-13 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. And the Emeralds lead it 5-1. We're going to step aside. They're going to do some chuck-a-puck, which we'd have the perfect spot for. We're almost dropping it into a bucket up here. Big thank you to our good buddy Fred Bryant The crew here at the Wex, we all touched base on the way down. We got the VIP seats tonight. And we will be back with the third period of play. It's M123 FM and my Manistique.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
Third period of play. Final 17 minutes on the clock as the Emeralds open up a 5-1 lead. Back in the second period of play. Coverage tonight brought to you by Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, French Trucking, Lady Killers Pest Control, Timber Products Company of Munising, Hidden Estates, Zephyr Fuel, and Manistique Northern Star Chiropractic, Luce County Veteran Services Office, Pickleman's Total One Stop, Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. The general consensus, all good among Emerald fans. They like what they've seen.
Now, we just got to finish this healthy, smart.
Nothing that carries over into tomorrow.
Or next week.
A normal week next week. It's not 3 games in 3 days or 1,000 miles in 4 days.
Home next Saturday. What do we got during the week, Dano?
I don't think we have anything. We got a Tuesday. I lied.
We got a Tuesday and a Saturday next week.
Back up the ice here. Held in. Raholly down, put it down in the corner originally. Down in the corner, Walther will take it over. Burton still getting used to the black, the green on black, which should be easier to see. That felt like a bone cruncher from Nutkins right below us. Shot, save, Noble.
Normally there's a couple of spots we can't see on the rink. The old ball coach, Coach Bryant, he hooked it up tonight. There's only one spot we can't see, and that's right below us.
Draw comes back, nobody there for the Vikings. Cadillac having a strong start to the season, 8-3 coming into this one. This will be a good win in the points too.
Absolutely. The NPR, it's all opponent wins and losses.
Raholly wanted one. Got driven into the boards and then was held up with a stick in his jersey. I will say this has been one of the better called games of the season.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice play at the blue line by Walter. They couldn't quite get track of it. 15 minutes to go.
Official pool, probably a little bigger down here, Dan.
You mean not from the same town as the other team?
Probably not.
Puck comes in front. Dietzman was inching in. This line had a great start to this game. Forward pass as they tried to break it out. Now Burton weaves his way through. Oh, down goes a Viking skater. It's kind of fast and furious in opposite directions here. Carlson trying to play it with Allen in the corner. Hutkins waits for it to come out, but it'll be the Vikings that dig it out of the corner. Up around here, Raholly. Too far. Stephen Allen had to hold up and let it go by. Bring it right back around. John Hutkins wanted to know if that thing got touched behind on the pass. They play on here. 13:38 to go. 5-1 your score here in the third. Allen works it down and in. Getting physical here in the third. Whistle. They're going to call it. What way? There was a hit initially and then an old return pie face.
I don't know if they're going to call the interference.
I haven't seen anybody go either way. Maybe it was just a stop and jump in the netting, maybe.
I didn't think it come out far enough to be an offside.
Miller will take the draw.
And it stays in the zone, so I'm thinking of net.
Held by Brody Garapi. Moved forward. Levine's had a nice heads-up game. Vikings try to go off the boards. Burton denies it. Burton to Carter Levine. Falls down. Back the other way. Thomas Raholly. Wearing 19 for Cadillac, and that's up and out of play. Little cousin warfare.
Our sponsors for Cadillac Vikings hockey, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Sweet Shop, Lakeside Charlie's, Pizza Crust, Dennis Furlow and Mo, Cadillac Ford Movie Theater, Simply Delightful and GD Pizza.
That Dietzman line back out there, Dan. Been an entertaining line to watch tonight.
Garapi in behind the corner. Backhand, Walter couldn't get it. Shot comes from the blue line and on Noble, who makes the save. Alex looking like he's holding up well.
I did run into Dad there at intermission. He said if it is the right shoulder he's favoring, that's the bad one.
Look at Austin Hinkson trying to go end to end. Ran out of real estate. Held by Raholly. Body, backhand. Dietzman too hot. Back the other way. Short side, stick save, and a cover up by Noble. Raholly backhands this one. Takes a bounce out of the zone. Skated up here. Carlson fires one across. Couldn't get it to Nutkins. Gavin in the corner now. Comes all the way back out. And that one going to miss everybody from Raholly. Cadillac players slid into the boards below us. It's almost like the Vikings are just trying to play keep away here. Raholly runs one over. Taken away by Carson. Hinkson, shot, save, kick to the corner. Puck in, shot and saved by Vale. Gavin skates back and says, that's the best opportunity I've had all night. I tend to disagree. He's had a good one in each period, though.
There was one really good one there that we highlighted earlier.
You're going to go back and watch that second period shot and not going to know what to do. He doesn't miss many. Hinkson just wide. Team has imposed its will physically, athletically. And after what they've been through this past week, this will be a nice way to start out the weekend if they can finish off the last 10 minutes.
You know, I was just about to say, Dan, our forecheck and our back check, boy, if we can do this every night.
Look what happened when we were doing it every night. Vale's got to cover up with Walter flying in.
And there's another one, Dan, Walter, that the hustle that he brings, it's going to open up things for him. I mean, it has numerous times this year already. It's going to continue to do so. Hard working kid.
Shot fired high. Emeralds looking to add another one. Just a pretty good goaltender in Vale. Whistle there.
Dietz had the old two-hand shove into the right post.
He ain't scared of anybody, like we said before.
He's no worse for wear.
State Savings Bank, mentioned earlier, they moved to the district round at the regional weekend. They scrimmaged Negaunee and picked up a 6-1 win. So congrats to that group.
Perfect. That's a great one for them.
They can enjoy the rest of the weekend. Wraparound, save. I bet there's going to be a practice in there somewhere for those guys. With a solid win. Emeralds working on one of their own. Have not gotten an update on the JVs. They were playing Lansing's 18U team tonight.
I'll see if I can't work on one of them.
I'm still trying to find the schedule if that tells you anything. Buck work to the corner. Raholly's just wrecking people. Off the post on a blind shot from the circle. Buck worked over. Hinkson makes a move. Man, Carson's been magic with the stick today. Off the wall, Levine fires one. Skeens tried to get a piece of it. Some of the Cadillac players less than happy on the ice.
We couldn't touch that, Dan, because it was a high stick.
In front, Vale bats it. Bouncing puck, they're going to wave it off.
Yep.
They say that
Right call.
Carter Levine didn't use the stick.
He was trying to get it straight down, and it ended up going in the net.
Yeah. Good sell job by Carter.
JV's ended up on the wrong side today. 7-0 the final in that one.
Hopefully they can bounce back as the weekend goes along.
Lots of weekend left for them boys playing hockey.
4-game guarantee down there. Breakout here for the Vikings. One of their best games of the zone. Sent across, Burton swipes it away. Loose puck in between the circles. Dietzman. Oh, dangerous. Noble says, I got it. And now we come the other way. 2-on-2. Hinkson, Walter, Audie. No. Walter tried to get some of it, and now Dietzman trailing the play. Wraps it around. Garapi, shot, no. Number 6 again.
Guess who?
Shot.
Yeah.
Holy moly. He's perfected the shot block. Bouncing puck here. Burton. Sweeps it around. Oh, Carlson wanted Nutkins. Now Carlson brings it up, leaves it for Allen. Behind Nutkins. They gain the zone. It works out. Carlson almost put one on. Back the other way. Shot. Noble save. Swipes it away. You can tell Noble's hurting.
Ooh, that right shoulder, he's favoring that too.
Just trying to stretch it out.
Once again, congratulations to our special fans. Quinn and Todd Foster watching tonight's game from the VIP.
5.5, young man. 5.5.
Home furnishings and builders first source. We see the Raven.
Levine tries to bring him out. Dumped in. Vale plays it behind as the Emerald swarm. Comes back to center ice. McEver's getting physical. Gotta love the year McEvers has had. He got a chance to come up. Hasn't given that spot back yet.
A lot of them role players on this team, Dan. A lot of guys that do a lot of little things.
Yeah, McEvers isn't going to wow you, but he's also not going to make a mistake.
No, he's going to do what he has to do to contribute.
Noble hangs on. He doesn't want any more extra action than what he has to have. .426 to go in this one. No scoring here in the third, but it's 5-1 Emeralds. We are off until Saturday next weekend. Play Manistique tomorrow, then get the week before we match up with Cadillac.
At home.
Next Saturday, 1 o'clock. I believe that's either Parents' Day or Senior Day.
Senior Day, I believe. So if you're not doing anything next Saturday, you'll see what you're seeing tonight on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, they can make the long trip. whistle here. Emeralds will deserve a break. They went 3 straight days last week. Really, in 2.5 days, played 3 games. And then in the midst of a trip right now, 3 games, 4 days, 1,000 miles of road time. Oh, whoa. Referee's got a death wish there, almost back skated right into the Allen shot. That's why they don't let me play hockey. Gavin Nutkins, better hockey player than a figure skater.
We've seen a lot of guys going down like that tonight, Dan. I'm just wondering if the ice isn't a bit warm, a bit soft.
Shot from the blue line, save. Rebound save. Third try save. And now it's 4-on-1. Carson Hinkson comes out. That was Carlson. You looked around and saw all white and gold.
Join us next on Wednesday, January 18th, as the Cadillac Vikings play the rival Big Rapids Cardinals here at the Rex.
Buck worked around here. Cadillac brings it in. Hard stop. Oh, Garapi. Penalty.
We're gonna call that check now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We wouldn't call it down in the corner when it was the other way. But
Garapi frustrated. His penalty minutes have been piling up. Second one of the night. Back on the Lady Killers Pest Control penalty kill.
I mean, I'm not arguing the penalty. No. I'm just saying, if we're going to call that, we got to call the other one.
John Nutkins walking around, having a word. Penalty box is right there below us. It's Academy Award-winning camera work right there. So, Lady Killers Pest Control penalty kill. So far, so good.
Manistique, penalty, number 19, Brody, Giuletti, 5-minute major.
5-minute major. Checking from behind. Takes it out on his stick. Well, better than a game, I guess. 2:53 to go here in this contest. 5-1. Short-handed the rest of the way.
Do we have a short-handed yet tonight?
No.
Well, we might as well.
Killed off both penalty kills earlier.
Oh.
And the first one, back early in the contest, we outshot Cadillac. Probably 4-1, 4-2 maybe on their first power play. Stolen. Austin Inkson may deliver your wish here. 1-on-1. Tried to make the move over. Audie high. Bale shoulder blocks it. Oh, takeaway. Audie almost flipped it home. He's still going. Oh, he goes into the boards. Bodies everywhere. John Nutkins screaming to get out of there. Like he doesn't want anybody dinged in the scrum. Steal by Dietzman. He goes down. You're right. The ice got to be a little soft.
They should open the doors. That north wind coming in. I think the wind chill outside right now is about 5.
Glad I didn't upgrade for the Lakeview room then.
You and me both.
Final minute here. Emerald's trying to finish this thing off. Holly. Whoa, long range blast. Pegs a Cadillac player. Net guard down on the ice again. We play on. Vikings, they want one. Skated all the way around. It is still a power play. You forget that with the offensive push we just had. Shot, Noble, save. Levine hits a body on the clear out. Gets it to Maddie. He'll move it through.
And that'll do her.
That will just run down the clock. Bale will play it back up to the blue line. 3 seconds. And this one is over. Another happy trip to the Wex from the fans that came north of the bridge. It's not a championship win, but boy, it feels like a big one. 5-1 in favor of the Emeralds. We'll wrap it up with post-game coverage when we come back from Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
John J. Swangler, Director of Behavioral Health at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, talks about the hospital's all-encompassing mental health platform.
It encompasses consulting psychiatry, in-house therapeutic sessions, to include but not limited to seasonal depression, anxiety, mood disorders.
Swangler urges anyone with concerns to call.
It's more of a stigma. If you have a behavioral health problem labeled as mental health, that you're weak, it's more the stigma that we're trying to get over. By doing that, we bring them into the hospital, whoever may need some help, and it's a stigma-free zone. Nobody's going to look down at you. Contact the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital clinic number, 906-293-9233, and just tell them what you are experiencing.
Helen Newberry Joy.
The person who asks for help is the stronger person.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital.
We are back here at the Wex. Emeralds get a 5-1 win. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. After Cadillac tied it up midway through the first, it was 4 unanswered goals. And an impressive showing considering what the last week has brought. The fire was there, the effort was there, the team play was there. You mentioned it. Our passing was crisp tonight. We had 2. An assist at least on every goal, but a lot of them got 2 assists. They could have had a third one if they went that deep. And all in all, an impressive showing for the Emeralds, who snapped that 2-game skid. And as we head into the late half portion of this season, a big win to get some momentum back for the Emeralds.
Absolutely. We got to have more of the same down the stretch. I thought tonight we played an absolute complete game. All 3 phases. Our forecheck was phenomenal. Our back check was phenomenal. Our special teams was phenomenal. And all 3 phases, you put that together, and you get a 5-1 win, which is also huge because we were outshot through 2 periods.
Yeah, they didn't announce an official total, but
and we held a lead. So, I mean, the confidence for Mr. Noble has to be high right now.
Hopefully he works on that shoulder tonight and is better. Looked okay. Obviously, it's bothering him and hurting him, but performance-wise, did a great job in the third period. Goals from Blake Walter and who had the other one in the first? I still have it on the list here.
Miller, maybe?
Allen in the first, and then
Steven
in the second, Miller, Carson Hinkson, and Maddie Rahali all came back with goals in the second period. Carson Hinkson, Stephen Allen, Carter Dietzman with 2 points apiece. And with that, bone-crunching hit of the game first. I want to go first period before you walked in the building. A guy that doesn't do a lot of bone-crunching hitting, Cameron Skeens is going to get his first one. he almost put an imprint on the blue line board over there early on as the Emeralds were gaining control of this contest. 3 stars from Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Who do we go with as the best of the best from the 5-1 win?
I like Cameron Skeens as the 3rd star. You know, he didn't put up any crazy numbers
He had an
tonight.
assist,
but that assist was on a huge hustle play, I thought.
Which is one of the goals and the points of emphasis coming into the night. Did a great one. It's going to be a theme in the 3 stars here because, again, another guy that did not score, but I just love the way he played tonight was Carter Levine.
Absolutely. And he could have scored.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple of them that, man, just a fraction of an inch here or there, and, you know, he's got himself a goal. He couldn't quite put it in with the stick tonight, so he tried with the hand.
Yeah.
They took that one away.
Don't allow that one.
So, phenomenal second star tonight, Carter Levine.
Number 1 in this one, we'll both take a vote here. I got Carson Hinkson.
And
goal and an assist.
I have no problem with that. He played phenomenal two-way hockey tonight.
He's starting to skate the puck up really well. Again, another kid who played forward his whole life until high school hockey, playing more on the defensive unit. And, him, Burton, Raholly, a great 3-man rotation. And then we talked about some of the guys who are plugging in with them, whether it's a Brody Garapi or a Ryan McKevers. They're doing a great job on that back defensive end. But Carson's really emerging as one of the leaders of that group, which when their goalie needed a little bit of extra help defensively in the second part of this game, that defensive unit stepped up big.
Absolutely. Carson, what he's come a long way with, I think, this year, Dan, is his vision. You know, the defensemen, they get your breakout going for you. He's finding them stretch passes. He's making them stretch passes. He's making smart decisions with the puck.
Another guy got to throw a shout out to, Blake Walther. You mentioned it in the third period. Blake's playing some of the best hockey of his high school career right now. Netted another goal. Carlson, Nutkins just missed the hat trick tonight. Ends up with 0, but still gets the assist. Good team hockey for a team that wanted to get back to playing as a team.
Absolutely. And we've touched on it earlier. All 3 phases we played as a team tonight. You know, our defensemen, they carried the puck when they had to. They made smart passes. They took care of the puck. Not a lot of defensive zone turnovers, which has been a bugaboo. And, our back check, taking care of that slot, keeping guys, like you said, away from Alex, helping Alex out. And that wasn't just defensemen taking care of that tonight. That was your centers, your other wingers. I thought we just complete team win tonight.
Still 8 out of the last 12 when he had them all up for the Emeralds. Manistique tomorrow, 3 o'clock, the puck drop over a little bit further to the west. Hope that you can join us. Emeralds beat the Vikings 5-1.
You've been watching a presentation of M123 FM Sports. Tonight's Manistique Emeralds hockey broadcast was brought to you by Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Timber Products Company of Munising, Lady Killers Pest Control, Hidden Estates, Northern Star Chiropractic in downtown Newberry, French Trucking, the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. Join us next time for more exciting Emeralds hockey action, only on M123 FM.